It is a little tight and wonky. And
yeah, and
one foot after another, you gotta walk.
I'll be digging from like here this way anyway, so we'll be pulling some of this back, and I think that we're like a foot. Man, if we have to hire somebody and they're big guys, we might have problems. You know what I mean? I might have to pull more back, which would totally suck. But when we get to that point, when we get to this point, if we're like, okay, let's just see what it's going to take to get somebody to come pour this for us, just to pour. We'll have them look and see what we've done, and if they say, well, we need to pull this back, then we'll pull it back at that time. Because I'm like not totally going to disagree with them. What I'll probably do is come in here like this with the bucket and just push it in and dig out from as high as I can go and just push it up. And then this last little bit, we'll just, maybe I can go on this side and hoe out, and then we have to shovel it out the rest of the way anyways.
Yeah.
We got into a little bit too much of a hurry when we started the forms. Now we have to come back in and chisel rock out because you can't fit the 2x4 in there. We've shoveled all the dirt out that we can, so from here to here, it's not a very big span. We just got to chisel some of this rock out so the 2x4 will fit. It's either that or I got to pull everything up to where it will fit, which we should have done in the first place. We should have dug that out. It should have been set at the proper elevation. It was dug out over here and not over here. So we're going to fix it without trying to tear out all of the work that's already been done. We'll chisel down a little bit more. It's not much. Like a fuzz to get the 2x4. Anyways, and we're going to set this wall, dig this out, and we're going to go pick up gravel. We're going to try to save ourselves $600 by picking it up ourselves.
Sounds like a plan to me.
If our numbers are accurate, it should work out fine. Although I said should and is, not or if our numbers are accurate. I don't know if they are. Be careful. You good with that, baby cakes?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do?
Gonna work on a video.
How fun is that?
Mm-hmm.
You mad? Wish you could be working on your video in here? In your house?
Build my house.
You can go sit in your office if you want.
Can you give me a plug so I plug my computer in?
Right there. It's gonna have to be extension cord wiring for a while. It's just I'll just try to bend it out just a little wee bit more right there, but it's pretty close. It's just this one board right here, man.
What are you supposed to have that?
At least it's over and not under. Doesn't have to be deep, but it has to be deep enough. Right? Turn that chisel the other way. Put it on drill real quick. Is it on drill? Okay, just hold on now.
This will be our first concrete pour. So
If we do it.
if we do it, we're hoping we can find somebody else to do it.
I just want to do the forms and the backfill and the plumbing. Do all the part. We did the dirt work. I would like to do all of it that I can so that I can afford maybe the rest. And if I can't afford the rest still, then
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out, man. It's a yardage calculations, and if we just dumped every bit of what would actually fit in there, it might look ugly when it's done, but it should be okay. We're probably not going to be called finishers, that's for sure. Or concreters for that. I'm no concreter.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a very big area.
don't feel confident about doing concrete just because you only get one chance to do it. Can't undo it, can't.
Yeah, you can always undo it. You just have to chip it out.
Yeah.
I know it looks like a huge thing, but imagine. So from here down, it will have 9 inches of concrete, 16 inches wide. The rest of it is just 4 inches deep. You're not even over your feet, barely. It's 4 inches deep, the rest of it. That's it. It doesn't seem as drastic, does it? Like seriously, we're gonna have road base all the way up to 4 inches down from the top. Will be road base, except for the perimeter, of course, because that's our footing. And then plumbing. Because we'll be bumming if the plumbing don't work. What? I can't get up there. Come here. Come on.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and get measuring for the plumbing so we know where that lays, and we're going to lay out some string lines for it.
Heck yeah, using some cool new string line tools.
New tools.
Yeah.
Picked them up on Amazon.
Yeah, learned about them on Mason the Mason.
Mason the Mason.
Yeah, called a block line. Except for we seen somebody else using it on the forms too. We're gonna do that just the same. That way we don't have screws everywhere.
Yeah. Picked up a couple of different types of tools.
Yeah, string line
to
tools.
use with it. Yep.
All right, let's pull a measurement. What I mean? Here. Hold this end real quick. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. I'm just going to mark the back side of this board. Oh, I had a marker in my pocket. What did I do with it?
So right now we're trying to run a string line for the center for our plumbing. We just want to make sure that everything lines up good.
Well, we're putting this string line in here so we know how deep to dig right now. It's going to give us an elevation point that we can measure down from, because that side isn't going to be as deep as this side. 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch every foot. So we're going to try to hit it at 3/16. In 40 feet, that starts adding up to over a foot. At 1/4 inch, it's 16 inches. Is there a better way to deep this?
My bad.
If I get hit inside the head with this stringamabobber, it was on purpose. So when you're counting up all the sins, you make sure you got that one in there. Dog is freaking out over here. Over I don't know what. A ball. I found a tennis ball. I brought a pocket full of screws. Should have just brought the bucket. Now that hole looks a whole lot deeper than that. Yeah. It just needs to be straightened up below the board.
Yeah, in the hole it's definitely above 16 inches.
There, 4 feet right here, 4 feet. This should be, should be 14 inches. We're like 16, okay? So then, hold me there. I'll go to that rock. We'll see what that is. So 4, 8, 8 right here, and 12. Okay, so that should be 13, 14, 15. 13, 14, 15. 16. Okay, so this is definitely going to have to go down some.
Hey, babes.
What's up, baby cake?
You did a really good job today.
You did a really good job today.
All I did was watch you. Oh, I shoveled.
That's not true. You dug shovelful after shovelful of heavy dirt and gravel. This reminds me of fishing. It's a really bad reel.
Well, just a little bit more to go for the plumbing.
We dug our trunk line.
The trunk for the house
Trunk
plumbing.
line. I know you want to.
What? Rename what?
The trunk line.
I said trunk line.
You did not.
I said trunk line for our plumbing.
Junk